A Month with St. Francis, Day 5. Today we continue to think about the destruction that took place with the earthquake in Assisi. We think about how it despoiled those medieval memorials. We accept that many acts of creative genius were lost as a result of destruction. It was a natural catastrophe. Swirling dust, destruction, and loss. Nevertheless, we are just considering the destruction of a human edifice. It was, body and mind symbolized by the destructive earthquake in Assisi. We need to reflect on the nature of destruction in a world where we see so much loss and pain, where we see the destruction of our environment, and consider whether we all need to live a lot more simply. We've already noted that our brother Francis and his friars in their day lived simply in wooden and leafy huts with a few small stone buildings. St. Francis' original small stone building, the Portiuncula, is now preserved in the huge Basilica of St. Mary and the Angels. And that Francis talked about his body being the cell in which the hermit lived. All this physical beauty and the attraction of our mortal frames will one day end in death and disillusion. One thing that we can be guaranteed in life is that one day we will all die. Pilgrims travelled across Europe and slept around those pilgrim arches in Assisi. If we go back to the 13th century, life was shorter and more brutal then. And the magnificent and noble buildings in Assisi must have seemed eternal. Yet human mortality and natural catastrophe are part of the pilgrimage of life. And as pilgrim sisters and brothers of St. Francis, we must see a more durable and eternal habitation beyond the confines of our earthly life. We do not nevertheless despise earthly beauty, but treasure it more. Remembering those words from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 10, we seek that city with eternal foundations, whose architect and builder is God. Let us pray. Jesus, fellow pilgrim, the years of our pilgrimage make us increasingly aware of the treasures of artistry and beauty, like the days of our mortality come at last to dust. Teach me as a true pilgrim to journey through the world with compassion, to treasure the eternal qualities of love and peace, and to come at last to your heavenly kingdom. Let us bless the Lord. Thanks be to God.